Hello crafties, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti and today I am here to show you guys how to crochet the tulip stitch in just regular crochet. So today's stitch is really actually easy, and as we work it, you're going to probably hear me say it reminds me a lot of corner to corner. It really does remind me of corner to corner a lot. So if you've done that before, then this stitch should be relatively easy. Without further ado, I'm just going to jump into the tutorial. Okay, to get started with this stitch, we're going to want to make a slip knot. And you're going to want to chain in multiples of 4 and then add an additional 5 at the end. So for today's little swatch, I'm going to do 12 stitches and then add 5, so that'll be 17. And I might want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then my extra 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also want to mention that this stitch is a 1 row repeat, so once we get to row 2, you are like good to go. Alright, so now what we want to do, now that we have all of our chains, we're going to want to double crochet in the 5th chain from our hook. So count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna yarn over and double crochet into that. Alright, and we're going to put 2 more double crochet in the same stitch. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and one more time. Alright, now that we have done that, we are going to skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to single crochet into that 4th chain. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Alright, and then we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to come down here and we're going to work 3 double crochet in that same chain that we worked the single crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now we're going to skip 3 chains again. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to single crochet into that 4th one. Alright, now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to repeat what we just did. So yarn over, insert your hook into that very same chain that you made the single crochet in, and we're going to make 3 more double crochet. This first row is kind of fidgety, but you'll get it. 2, and 3. Alright, now we've come upon our last stitches, and we're just going to skip our last 2 to 3 stitches, and we're going to single crochet into that last chain. Alright, and this is row 1. Row 2. So for row 2, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to work 3 double crochets in the base of this chain 4. So Now some people work into the actual chain and some people work into the top of the single crochet from the previous row. I personally like to work into that single crochet, but to each his own. Whatever is easiest for you. Alright, and 3. Okay, now we're going to come over and we're going to single crochet underneath this chain 3 from the previous row. Chain 3. And we're going to create 3 more double crochets underneath this chain loop from the last row. So here's 1. And don't worry about it gaping like this. It'll eventually fit back to how it was. You'll be familiar with that spacing if you've worked corner to corner before. And 3. Alright, once you've made your 3rd double crochet, we're going to skip all this hoopla right here, and we're going to work under that next set of chains with a single crochet, chain 3, and we're going to make 3 more double crochet. And of course you would do this for the entire width of your project that you are working on. 2, and 3, and we're just going to single crochet into that last chain 4 space of this row. And so like I said, this pattern is a 1 row repeat. So to move on to row 3, all you would do is chain 4, turn your work, and you repeat the very same row that you just did. And there you have it. I'm going to do that on camera real quick. Turn my work. Alright guys, so this is what your work should start to look like, and as you continue to work the pattern, it'll start to morph into something like this. Also, if you want to learn how to finish off your top of this like stitch pattern, I can show you how to do that. Just stick around past the end credits and we'll jump into that part. I hope today's tutorial was helpful for you guys. If so, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. You can leave me a comment down below letting me know how I did, or if you have any suggestions for future content. Also, don't forget to check out my other social media. I'm on pretty much everything except for Snapchat. So there's a little something out there for everybody. Also, don't forget to check out my Etsy shop. Maybe heart it, because there's a lot of stuff popping up these days in there. And I'm looking forward to continuing to update my listings for that. And also, don't forget to check out my Teespring store for my channel merch. And until next time, guys, happy making. Cool, so you guys have come back past the end credits. Thank you so much. I'm going to show you guys how I square off this pattern so you don't have these jagged edges at the end of your project if that's not what you're looking for. So what I do is once I've reached the end of my row, I chain 4 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I go ahead and I turn my work, and I yarn over and I double crochet into the base of that chain 4, and I double crochet 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, and if you'll notice from your previous rows, that automatically gives you like this corner situation, which is great. Alright, so now what I do is I slip stitch into that next chain 3 space, and I yarn over, and I then work in this single crochet in this little valley here. So right there, it's going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I'm going to do this twice more. So there's the second double crochet, and then there's the third double crochet, and then I slip stitch into the next chain space, and that gives me that perfect little triangle to fill that little space in. I don't know, I just kind of don't like the gaps so I try to fill them in, and I try to take out some of the guesswork for you guys. Alright, so now I'm going to do what I just did. I'm going to find that little single crochet down there in my little valley, and I'm going to work 3 double crochets into it. 1, 2, and 3. And let's see, this last chain space, I'm just going to either single crochet or slip stitch into it. It doesn't really matter. And I'm going to fasten off. And there you have it, guys. Happy making!